Steve, the Going for Stupid book is out now, and we'll put all the links in the show notes so everyone can have a look at that. What are people going to get out of reading that book? What will they learn?
Well, it's going to piss them off. I never wanted to write the book, but then COVID came across and I noticed how we were all attacking each other. And if you think about, if I ask anyone out there, name 5 people that you admire, revere, and would love to meet, you're going to name Steve Jobs, Larry Page, Richard Branson, Michelle Obama. You're going to announce all these people. Every single one of those people have openly been mocked, laughed at, challenged. Yet everyone we revere had stupid goals and then went for them.
Yep.
Yet we're in a society today where we're scared to actually, poppy theory, we're frightened to stick our heads up, okay? Until you can, if you want to show up, you got to stand up. And you've got to be prepared for people to take fire at you. It's up to you whether or not you listen to them. So the whole book's going to run through the methodology of how myself and some of the most powerful people in the planet that I'm proud to call my friends, how they do it, how they handle their time, their energy, their impact, their focus, their vision, and how you can actually take it. It's not a feel-good book. It's a tactic book on, hey, they do this, they look at it like this, and you can run that. So I want people to read the book and go, hang on, because everyone else is this, it doesn't mean I have to be. I can make my standards the standards that they want to act like, so I can bring these people up to my level rather than me play down at theirs. I believe it's going to piss people off, but it's going to give them easy, tactical advice on how they can actually stand up and show off.
And having read nearly all of it, I couldn't quite get through it before our chat today, but outstanding book. I'm just loving it, man. It's giving me an energy, and I've actually already gifted it to a couple of people very, very recently. So here, just one or two more questions before I get into a rapid fire set of questions. The change you want to make in the world is to support people who want to stand up and be different and make a change in their life and go for stupid. What are you doing now about that excites you that we can support from our end? Like, how do we get involved with helping you, either the programs or initiatives? What are you doing so that we can understand that?
All right. So I have, I do a lot of speaking. I do a lot of private coaching, but I don't care if you do any of that with me. You ask me how you can support me. So this is truthfully how I wish you to support me. And it's going to sound lame. I want you to phone up 5 of your buddies over the next 24 hours. And I want you to ask them this question: how are you doing? And then when they give you the bullshit answer about, oh, I'm fine, oh, everything's great, everything's rosy, go, all right, I heard that. Now let me ask you again. How are you doing and how can I help? Actually dare to get down to the crux of 2 things, the relationship and the problem. You'll be fine that when you actually do that with people, and be prepared, because it can be teary. You'll actually say to someone, how you doing? And I've done it many, many thousands of times. How you doing? Oh, I'm great. I'm brilliant. Great. Glad we got that out of the way. Now, serious. How are you doing and what's going wrong in your life that we can do something about? And then they go, seriously, my business isn't as golden as it looks on Instagram. You know, I'm actually having a few problems with the kids. I'm actually doing this. Oh, something's actually happened here. Really? I know Billy, and Billy can help you. Let's focus on, let's get that done. Your relationship will grow. Your ability to communicate will grow. And the strength of character that you have will grow. And that's what I want you to do. If you want to support me, support your friends.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful pay it forward, mate. And I'm going to do that. I absolutely guarantee you I'll do that. And I'll report back to you within 24 hours on how that went.
Thank you. Please do.
Okay. Closing rapid fire questions. What has been the most valuable learning program of your career outside of work experience?
Valuable learning, going broke.
That is work experience, but I'm going to let you do it. Okay, a lot of leaders say they're so busy working in the business that they simply don't have time to work on the business or themselves. What no bullshit counsel would you give someone in this space?
The trick that every entrepreneur has got to learn is to focus on what you're good at. Don't focus on your weaknesses, otherwise you end up with some really strong weaknesses. Learn the art of delegation. You can't grow on your own. You can grow and conquer as an army. So you've got to learn to delegate in order to scale.
Nice. The best advice a mentor or coach has ever given you?
Actually, it was my dad, which he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he once turned around to me and he said, no one ever drowned by falling in the water. They drowned by staying there.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time we wallow in our own self-pity that we end up drowning. We have the choice to get up and get out.
Yeah. My normal question is, what is your number one interview question when looking for senior executives to join your team? But I'm going to change that because you have this habit of interviewing people. What is your number one interview question when interviewing people who you're curious about?
So I like cheek. I find that,
Really?
if you can put a bit of, if you could put a bit of humor in there, then usually you get like a better answer. But, and this is rude and I apologize in advance, but I'll ask, what is it that arouses you? Or if I really want to be cheeky, I'll actually use the word moist. And that gets a big fat grin. And then you just can go on with, no, seriously, what excites you to that point? And then you'll start getting some better answers. But I like to break the ice with a good cheeky question like that.
Yeah, very British of you. I love it.
you got to read the room well enough to come up with that later one. But that's a good funny one. That often gets
read the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could lead any company in the world, I'll give you the CEO, MD, executive chairman role, any company on the planet, what would it be?
Wow. I can't name it, but it would probably be a large charitable organization like Red Cross, something like that. Yeah. I find a lot of charitable organizations are run with a donation mentality rather than like a Fortune 500 profitable company. When you start looking at making money in something, you do something different. When you're asking for gifts, then, it's the wrong kind of angle. So I would like to work for one of the largest charitable organizations out there that actually focuses on making things happen.
Nice. What is a final message of wisdom and hope for the next generation of chiefs?
If a bald-headed British biker can be swanning around with the Pope, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson on his speed dial, then you have no excuses.